What are we talking about again?
How does it take to be an agent in this crazy market? And we do are on YouTube.
We are on YouTube. Hello, YouTube.
Thank God. I was about to say, I don't know how we're going to do the show for not on YouTube.
I know. There we are. We're live. We live, baby. Come on, Josh.
Can you hear me now?
Get with the program.
What about now?
Am I good, man? Testing.
We're live. Let's go.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. We're coming to you live from the studios of Good Time Tommy Homes. It's Wednesday, 1 o'clock.
Hey, you know what it is. It's Real Estate 101, baby. Let's get right into it. Turn it on. Sorry. Tell me when. That's good. All right. Sorry, I'm loud. I'm a loud guy. Apologize.
Well, I have a special shout out today. We have an anniversary in the office. It's not a normal, wedding anniversary or anything like that. It's this guy. We're celebrating this guy today. It's been a full year since this man walked. I remember as soon as he walked in the door, he went to go get his real estate test, and he walked in, and he had that little plaque that said he was a licensed real estate agent.
Well,
shout out, Josh.
Thank you.
4 years an agent.
Thank you. 4 years. Well, I think the reason why it was so special is because I tried so many damn times, and I just kept losing. I kept failing. I failed it twice.
They were grading it wrong.
That's right. Yeah, I passed it. They were just grading it wrong.
Grading it wrong.
No, yeah, but thank you. I really appreciate it. I remember that day forever.
Yeah. Hey, I will too. So what did it take for you to overcome the how many times was 12 tests you had?
I think it was 12 tests. Yeah. No, man, just like a bunch of studying. I feel like I was in high school again.
I think it was resilience.
Yeah, it was resilience. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Like studying for the ACT. I guess some people take the SAT, but dude, it sucked. I was the worst school student. Never was a big brainiac or anything like that. So yeah, it was tough. But
so big shout out to Prep Agent too.
Yeah, Prep Agent. Hey, yeah, if you're looking to get into real estate and you need to get the brains like I did, check out prepagent.com.
Prep Agent helped me a lot too.
Yeah.
Well,
thank you, Tammy Burton. I appreciate it.
So the topic for the day is, what does it take to be a real estate agent in this hard market we're in? It's a little bit different. I've talked to people because I've only been really an agent for about a full year now too. Mm-hmm. So, and this is really all that we know, especially all the new guys in here. It's I'm sure it's a lot tougher from what I've heard from everybody this is the toughest market to be in.
Oh yeah.
Even through like 2007 to 2011,
mm-hmm.
The depression, everything, the recession, everything that happened then. I've been told by many agents that this is way harder than it was back then.
Even Tommy says it.
Yeah.
Tommy said that this is like a very hard market for a new agent.
Yeah. Well, what do you think it is that makes this market so hard to be in, right now, Josh? What are some things that see that?
Yeah, I mean, for one, for a new agent, you're going to have a lack of experience. And I feel like that takes a huge part in knowing what to say whenever somebody asks a question, being sharp, knowing the situation, having something to present them, like an alternative to a certain situation. So I feel like, and confidence, you don't have a lot of confidence being new in it. So I feel like that definitely plays a big part. But really just having guts, dude. Yeah. Having the guts to do that kind of stuff is definitely going to play a big role in your success or not.
Absolutely. Well, I completely agree with having the confidence and having the all-out market knowledge, because we're so low on inventory right now where people are struggling to find things, and of course we come in here and we get it firsthand from Steven, Tommy,
mm-hmm.
Stevie, all the other agents that have been doing it a long time. They have we get so much from them to help us out. But another thing is talking about the confidence is to be able to encourage your people, your buyers, or even your sellers if you're going out on listing appointments. The best way to either go about finding a house, how to write the best offer to win.
Right.
There's just so many things that a new agent doesn't know, which we've caught. We're so blessed. I feel like to be a part of this team with
100%.
What do we have? Over 80 years of experience, Van? Is
like 100, something like that. Yeah.
So I think we're up now after adding a few agents. We're up over 100 years experience. So
having that in our corner is huge.
Yeah, having that, and and they're just a call away. So I feel like that, especially me, whenever I first started, having Steven or Stevie to call and them, help me walk through, get the best offer, and help get my buyers up as well. So
Right. And I feel like that being said too, like what they don't want to do for us, just being a good part of being on this team, is they're not going to sit there and take over our situation. They're going to let us go through it and learn and point us in the right direction, obviously. But hey, if we mess up, hey, like you said earlier, we don't lose, we learn.
I was about to say, in this office, we don't ever. Mistakes are something that's going to happen, especially whenever you're new and
Especially if your name's Josh Harrell.
Josh has had a few more mistakes than most of us, which he's learned.
Yes, hey, I've learned the most.
He's made a mistake for every red hair he has on his head.
That's right, probably more.
But there's just what do you feel like are some things that a new agent should be doing? That you went through to really maximize your potential in this market going forward. What are some things that you did, some things that you didn't do that you should have done early on?
Right.
What do you think are some big takeaways you can give people to, for people just getting in the industry? What are some of those things?
Well, that's a good question. I got a few answers. So without a doubt, number one, you need to find somebody that's doing good. Like Weatherman said the other day, just ride along with them for a day. See what they're doing. See how they maneuver through their day and really just duplicate it. But another thing I would say, we make a lot of cold calls in here. We call and talk on the phone a lot. That's definitely going to help you out just by presenting and talking to people. Open houses are huge. You might not think it is right now in this kind of market, but I do feel like just getting in front of people face to face, seeing people is a big advantage if you're new in the game.
Absolutely. And, being face to face, you're always going to have, until you get to a certain point, but whenever you first start, you're always going to have that little bit of nervous energy, being face to face, because it's more simple than we make it. As a human, our mind works different. We see we're at work. We know what we have at stake whenever it comes to homes and, people buying homes. So there's always that nervous energy you have, especially being someone young.
Right.
So I feel like the more you get in front of people, the more you talk to people, the more questions they ask you.
Right.
And, what we do, the cold calls, the role playing, that's practice for us. So we do role playing every day. We do phone calls every day. And it keeps you sharp.
Constant
it keeps
training.
you how to, consistently talk with people. And we do drills every day on different situations that can, help us in no matter what situations we get out in the field. So I do believe that is one big thing. It just takes a lot of time to build that confidence. We have a question.
I know I've experienced it myself, and I'd say you boys have experienced this as well. In this market where you compete with multiple offers and multiple different agents, a time where, you've probably heard it, where this agent you're talking to on the other side of the phone says, look, obviously you're pretty new, and I've been in the business well over 20 years, 25 years.
Heard that
How do
plenty
you
of
approach
times.
something like a situation like that? How do you take something like that on since you are a newer agent and they are kind of just big dogging you, saying that, look, I've been in the game way longer than you have. You don't have nothing on me.
Yeah,
Right.
Absolutely. And you want to know how I handle it? Just how we handle every other objection.
Just like any other
Agree,
objection.
Assure, transcend. So, hey, I completely understand. And, yeah, I've heard about you. You're an awesome agent, man. I one day hope that I can make it 20 years in this business and be as successful as you are. But, man, can you help me out since I am new? Tell me some things that I got to do to, come up, bring you the best offer possible. What is something I can do to make this offer stand out a little bit? So it's really just a thing, whenever you talk up to people like that and, you make them feel good about themselves, they're going to want to help you a little bit because it makes them feel good. And then they're like, okay, well, he's really nice. He's trying. He's young. He wants to be successful.
Very ambitious.
So why don't I try and help this guy a little bit?
You're not just selling the people. You're not just selling the people looking to buy the house, like buyers. You're looking to sell the other agents.
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, it's all the same.
Yep. Well, not only do you have to sell those agents, you also have to sell the bank too.
Yeah, you got to sell
sellers,
the bank. I mean, it's constant selling. But the better that you get at it in one area, hey, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. The better you get at it in one area, the better you're going to get at it in all the areas.
Yeah.
So, question,
Absolutely.
Josh.
Yes, sir.
Today
Danny
marks-
Ward, thank you for getting on,
Today
sir.
marks your year anniversary of getting your real estate license. What is the biggest, most important thing in your eyes that you've learned in this past year?
Ooh.
That's a good question. Man, that's like
Something
There's been
that
so many.
Specifically is relevant to deals.
okay,
Real
just like
estate
specific.
deals.
Okay, real estate specific, man. Very good question. I would say the number one thing that I would say I had learned, like from Weatherman and Tommy and all our mentors, it would definitely be. Golly, man, that's a tough one.
There's a lot. We
There's a
we
lot.
learn so much daily.
Yeah, man, I would just one thing that just really sticks out to me is probably just making sure that your clients know what's going on.
Yes.
I feel like that's the number one thing. If you're a new person, make sure that they're not in the dark about anything. They know, hey, we're going to have to go over list price to get this house. And if you can't go over list price, that's okay. We'll go find something that you can go over list price. Just make sure that they're not, unknowing about a
Yeah.
lot. So
Well, I think, and it was me at the start too, is, being on the up and up with people, like you said, but making those hard phone calls. It's, those hard phone calls are some of the things that gain more trust in you, that whenever you do have to make those calls, and even though the truth that you're about to bring to someone, it may sting a little bit, but in the long run, I've learned that it usually it pans out better for yourself, because they gain so
Absolutely.
much more trust in you. They know you're a straight shooter. You're not going to BS them.
Truth always comes out.
The truth always comes out. And you cannot hide a damn thing in real estate, because it always comes out.
hey, would you rather be known as a nice guy or have respect for people?
Would people,
Would you rather have respect or be known as Mr. Nice Guy?
I'd rather have respect.
Me too.
I mean,
I feel like that's where you got to have those hard conversations, because that's what gains respect.
And the hard conversations, I mean, it can ruin a deal like that, but it's what has to be done to, because like I said, the truth's always going to come out at the end of the day, whether it be something over an appraisal, an inspection report, about lending. There's so many steps, and what makes real estate so difficult is, I think Pruitt said it this morning, is so many deals go south because we have, at least most deals 30 days. So there's so many things that can happen within those 30 days. You could have someone go out and buy a car and, can ruin a deal. Someone lied to a lender about having student loans.
Home
Sometimes this
inspections.
stuff, I've had deals that have went all the way to the day of the final walkthrough, and I've had a lender call me and say, hey, look, we got 30 grand in student loans. We can't close.
Tough.
It is tough. So there's so many things that so much fact finding, I guess. And,
Yeah.
You just always got to be on the up and up.
It's like a puzzle. You ever seen those puzzles? It's like a 1,000-piece puzzle. Man,
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it is. From the
Oh,
day
yeah.
that you get the person that's looking to buy a house, I mean, you just got to find out so much stuff, and you got to piece the puzzle together. And it's not going to be done until you put that last piece in.
Yep.
Closing, they sign.
Absolutely.
Sometimes that last piece gets lost.
Sometimes you got to dig under
Sometimes
the.
the
You got
last
to dig
piece
in the
doesn't
couch to
And
find that
puzzle
last
don't come
piece.
together.
Yeah.
Well-
sometimes you got to go a long way to find that last piece.
Well, what do you think, Josh? Like, I saw a post about this recently on a real estate page I'm on. Someone asked, can a part-time agent be successful in this market? And I know how I feel about it, but,
Okay. I'm glad.
I don't know what their opinion, and it's all got to be opinion. What is your opinion of being successful? Of course, that could be doing 5 deals a year, but to me, that's not successful. So
Yeah.
in your opinion, I know how we feel about our standards, what we want to do yearly. Can a part-time agent be successful?
So, great question. I'm glad you asked it. So, I mean, it all goes back to the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And if you're somebody that has, a primary job and you're doing real estate as a side hustle, that's fine. Not banging anybody for it. That's okay. But if you're somebody that's wanting to go full time into real estate, dude, and if you're just like kind of half-assing everything, I mean, it's probably not going to work well in your favor. You need to hit it hard every single day. You need to work as if this is, you're on, what's it called, a assembly line.
Yeah.
You're here all the time. You're doing the hard work.
Especially
Stuff like that.
in like a fast market like this where stuff's only on there MLS a day or two.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're halfway in it, you're not going to be
Yep.
seeing what's out there, and it's going to go
Right.
before you get your.
Well, you
clients
can
in there.
also. I feel like if you have, another part-time job or a full-time job, and you're trying to do real estate part-time, there's no way you can handle, like you said, getting these properties to people, answering their calls, giving them the best service they can
devoting
get.
your time to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, I get so pissed off sometimes whenever I will call an agent. And I mean, I get it. Some agents are busy, but like I will continuously call an agent and they will not answer.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that that's because they work part time or whatever, but I mean, this is like a game where you have to be working it's literally work 24/7.
Yeah. And like you said, there's nothing worse than calling an agent. I've called one 4 or 5 times. She answered. She said, "Hey, I'm folding clothes in my other job. Let me give you a call back."
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
that's-
like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But
So you just gotta laugh at it
you know,
because
but if you can do it and give your people spectacular service and be on them 24/7, I don't know what your part-time job or your other job expects of you to, whether if you can be on your phone whenever you want or stuff like that. But I just don't feel like in my realms of success of what I see of, being a full-time agent, I just don't feel like it would be possible to do it and be a part-time agent.
right.
But-
Yeah, I mean, you can be if you're just looking, like I said, a side hustle. That is fine. That is 100% okay. But if you're wanting to go big time with real estate, hey, get the yacht that you want. I don't think you're gonna be able to do this part time.
Hey, you can't marry a girl with half your heart.
That's right.
That ain't gonna work
That's
out.
right.
Well,
That's right.
And also, thank you everybody for getting on. Danny Ward, we appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
we
thank
see
you.
you on here every Wednesday. Thank you for getting on. If everybody could that's on, please like and share if you haven't already. We greatly appreciate it.
Question.
So I
Front
asked,
row.
what was the, I think I asked, what was the, I forgot what I asked. But what I'm asking now is, in this first year of real estate, for say there's some new agents watching the show, what's something what's one of the hardest things that you've encountered this first year of real estate?
Okay. Yeah. Well, hey, before I get to your question, we're having a job fair, July 29th. So if anybody's watching this and they want to become a new agent, let us know. Post it in the comments. July 29th, we're having a job fair. Come see us. We're gonna have drinks.
We
food.
are
It's gonna be a fun time.
always hiring. We're looking for people like Josh. So if you're not like Josh, don't even bother.
Yeah, don't even bother if you're not like
Everybody come out. But really, we are looking for agents. Please.
Yeah.
We're a great team.
But back to your question, you said the hardest part about it.
Not hardest part, but hardest thing to do that you might have to do on a daily basis.
Well, I can tell you I have 2 answers. The hardest part about it is the letdowns. Like you had a letdown week last week. Tough. There's nothing really that you can do about it. There's no control that you have over that. I mean, some stuff is out of your hands and you really can't do anything and it's going to let you down. But
How often do you have let down?
yeah, I mean, it just depends on how often you bounce back.
Yeah.
If you let a letdown hold you back for a week, then you're going to have a letdown for a week, and it's going to happen again in another few weeks, and more often than not, you're going to have letdowns. If you let it just happen like that, okay, whatever, I'll go find something else like you did, then you're not going to have that many letdowns.
Yep.
So, but on a daily basis, I would say, man, just doing the things that you don't want to do, like making all the cold calls we do, talking to all the people that we do. Just doing the things that are expected of us, but doing the things that are tough.
Sure.
Doing things you got to buck up, be Mr. Superman and do. So,
But-
great question. Thank you for asking.
Well, that's about all I have today. If
Yeah, man, I
there's
think it
if
was
there's
good.
one thing you can give to new agents or anyone else getting into the business, what would you leave them with, Josh?
I mean, just be a man. Even if you're a woman, even if you're a woman, just be a man. Grow. I mean, get some.
Josh is a man.
get some pep in your step. Get some confidence to you, and just go out and do it.
Yeah.
Get some drive. Don't be a sayer. Be a doer.
Yeah. Well, I think, one thing that I'll leave everybody with is real estate, especially here in Middle Tennessee, there's so many agents. How many, what is it 15,000 in Middle Tennessee?
Something like that.
So, don't, because I did it too. Don't get into the business expecting everyone you know to use you. There's going to be a lot of letdowns there. So, of course, you're going to have a lot of new people that use you that you wouldn't expect, but just anticipate some of those people, even family members. I've had family members use other people, your friends, they do it, man. Everybody knows a real estate agent. So,
I feel like everybody knows 4 or 5 real estate
Don't take it
agents. Good
personal.
God.
Don't let it be beat you
Yeah.
down.
And sometimes, and very good point, sometimes that's not a bad thing.
Yep.
Sometimes you don't wanna be.
You know what they say about working with? No, I'm playing. it's great working with
It's a
family.
young
but-
man's
Yeah.
game, though.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
You ain't
so,
lying.
So just stick with it if you're getting in the field. Remember, job fair here on
July
the
29th, 6
9th,
o'clock to 8
6
o'clock.
We'll be here. Y'all come out and see us. Even if you don't want to get into real estate,
Hey,
come see us.
come
We'd
chill
love to
with
meet
us.
you if we've never met you before.
Yeah.
Come out and see us.
If you
We'd
know
love to have
somebody,
you.
if you possibly know somebody younger, I mean, we're not just targeting the younger people, we're also targeting people looking to get into it. So if you know somebody, please let them know about it. We would really appreciate it.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back next Wednesday.
Same time, same place.
Same time, same place. 1 o'clock for Real Estate 101. Y'all have a great rest of your week and a great weekend.
Thanks for watching.